Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, well, you've guessed it, we're in downtown Paphos. The sunglasses are going on because the sun is beaming still in the sky, even though it's getting a little bit late. Our starting point is Cleo's at the top of the promenade. But before we go down the promenade, let me introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world, Ochin Souvenir.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and
again. Stick with us. As I've said, that's the Chloe's Chinese restaurant. We've never ever had a bad report on that restaurant, and the prices are quite sensible as well. We've eaten there ourselves and we've always found it good. So if you want a great Chinese meal, get yourself down to the Paphos Promenade and pop into Chloe's. Remember to make sure you book a table if it's a special occasion, because, well, we wouldn't want you to be disappointed, that is for sure. We'll see you at the booth.
And the diamond shop, unluckily for you, Mr. Paul, is open.
Well,
don't scare the boys.
Well, today I have said to Mr. Payne that when we hit...
Which?
Simon, the elder. I have said to him in a comment that when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will take you into a diamond shop of your choice, and I will buy you.
And I'll take 10,000 of items.
Sorry?
If you have 10,000 subscribers, I'll buy 10,000 items. Or one item.
One item. At around about 3,000 to 4,000 euros, and be done. Don't be greedy. Otherwise, I'll send you back to the police. Stick with us. Here we go. We're going down the Paphos Promenade tonight. To be honest, it's actually not that busy, although we are a little bit earlier than normal. The view is absolutely spectacular. There's gold glistening in the blue sky, right over onto the blue Mediterranean Sea. There's boats, there's fishing boats, there's people swimming, and there's beautiful rocks. And on top of all that, well, it's absolutely perfect in the weather-wise. And Ochin Souvenir would like to give Dave Jono the weather forecast. Souvenir?
Mr. Dave Jono is especially for you. Today, the weather is so pleasant that I wish you were here with us. I don't know if it describes the weather, but I will continue and say there is no humidity whatsoever, just a little bit of lovely breeze, a little bit of smell from the sea, you know, the salty UD.
That's not to do with the weather forecast, is it?
No, the sea, it's a weather. So it is to do with the weather forecast, because we smell the sea. It's coming, lovely smell from the Mediterranean Sea, and then we feel very comfortable.
Right.
And
so the weather's quite good.
It's breaking down, yes.
So the weather's quite good. There's the view. Have a look at that. Weather forecast straight to the view. Beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. There's a few boats playing around out there. And the sky is blue, that is for sure. And as we come back round, well, there's the downtown Paphos harbour. There's the castle in the distance. And as you can see, there is the glow of the sun before it starts its descent off to Cato, Australia. But don't worry, it'll be back here first thing in the morning, about 6:15 to 6:20. Slowly but surely it gets that little bit later as it has a lie-in. But don't worry, it's coming back to Cyprus and it's going to bake us for yet another day. So all the wonderful locals and all the great tourists that come out here that want that perfect suntan, Paphos is the great place to come. Now we understand that we do have competition and there are many other great places in the world to go, but we believe that Paphos has something very special indeed. Very calm, very tranquil, crime doesn't exist, and you can walk out here at all hours of the day and get back to your hotel or your apartment and not have a care in the world. Here's that view again. So this is the midpoint on the Paphos Promenade. And there's this sort of sandiest beach. If you come out here in the daytime, you will find people relaxing on their towels and sunbathing and looking out into paradise across the blue Mediterranean Sea. A great place to be, that is for sure. Souvenir, what have you got to say?
It's not only Paphos, it's lovely. It's if you take Ayanapa, yes? If you go to Ayanapa, it's a sandy, lovely beaches. It's a blue, clean Mediterranean Sea. It's many restaurants and bars to get fun, to go and eat, lovely hotels to stay in. All Cyprus is wonderful.
But we're not going to Napa, that's for sure. Stick with us. We are on the Paphos Promenade. This is the promenade that we stalk, and this is the promenade that we parade night after night. And now and again we venture up into the Old Town or Paya or Coral Bay or that kind of thing. But Napa, no, that's that little bit too far. We might get to Bistro one day, but we don't have enough time in the day before you start getting ideas, if you understand me, to ask us to go to Napa, because that's not our job. That's the job of another YouTuber. He lives down that way and he'll make you a video on anything that you want. Ours is Paphos, his is Napa. Very, very simple.
Well, once a year we can go anywhere. Once a year.
No, we're not going to Napa.
Once a year.
No. We're not going to Napa. Right, stick with us. There's the Captain's Bistro, and above that is the Captain's View restaurant. Great bistro, open all day, and the restaurant upstairs opens from lunchtime until the evening, and it's called the Captain's View very simply because it's got that view. A view quite simply to die for. The man in charge tonight, all dressed in blue, there he is, Mr. Michael. And he's hunting his prey as he tries to fill up that restaurant, that's for sure. Next door to that, you've got the blue Memoirs Souvenir gift shop. If you want a hat, sunglasses, that special gift, that is the place to go. And then next door to that, on the next parade, the Moorings Cafe restaurant, open all year round, very, very big restaurant, and very, very busy indeed. Now, we've got Gumbaru's on the left-hand side, and it starts off with a Rastafarian. There she is. She's negotiating with someone on the phone. So if you want braiding, that's where you go. You cross her palm with a little bit of silver, the smile has come on her face, and she's going to braid the life out of you. Stick with us as we continue down the promenade. The next man on the block, well, he doesn't need much of an introduction, and his name is Mr. Paphos, and he's desperately trying to get himself on to Marika and me. There he is. You all right, Mr. Paphos? You been busy today? So. Yeah, it's just started. We've noticed today it's actually a little bit quieter, but I think it'll get busy. It's still very, very early indeed. What does he do? That's what he does. Temporary tattoos, and I have heard some people call them fake tattoos. There's my book. Now, this is my favourite book of tattoos because a lot of people come here for weddings, christenings, that sort of stuff, and I just think that that would look rather nice on the bride's arm, or perhaps the bridesmaid's. I think it would look very nice. But if there's other things that you might fancy, here they are. Roses, all sorts of little bit and bobs, butterflies, ankle tattoos, there's all sorts in these books. If you like a bit of Chinese or Ching Chong Chow Mein, there you go. There's a number 16, there's a number 17, that's a 12, you get the idea. That man cross his hand with a bit of silver and he's going to braid or even tattoo the life out of you, correct? Thanks, Mr. Paphos. He's an absolute star. We've known him a long, long time, and he is a very, very good guy indeed. On that side, there we are, that's where Miss Nadia hangs out. So if you follow us, you'll understand that she's the greatest employee in any gift shop in the world. If there's something that's gone and you want it, tell her. She'll go to the Uptown branch, into the storeroom, and she'll bring it down for you. Over there, that's the harbour, and there's Captain Tito in his rather nice yellow tie. He's checking the electrics on the signs, as you can see. And there we are. He's plugged it in. We'll go over and say hello to him because he does like a greeting.
Nice to see
How are you doing? You all right?
How are you?
Busy? Yeah.
It's busy, yes.
Yeah, you're always busy. We're going to have a busy, busy season. It's going to run long into the end of October, that's for sure. Because
Smile for the gentlemen.
there we are, look at that.
Make some video here.
The lady's been attacked by a man with tomato ketchup. Obviously it wasn't real tomato ketchup, that's for sure. But it does scare the life out of you when it first happens. Anyway, there's a great smile. You all right, Katerina? Good? And there he is himself. The man, the superstar, Mr. Konstantinos. Have you been busy? Yes. He's been busy. He's busy all day, to be honest. That's for sure. Hold on. Kusiviola Booth has decided to take up position. And
He's scared.
the hand is going in.
It's coming very near.
Yes, that's right.
Not to me.
Get the money.
Here,
The money.
the money.
That's it. She's learnt from Katerina. Katerina likes to live very, very close to him. We'll pick the cushions up. There we are. There's the donuts. There we are. Because she does like to get close to get to Konstantinos' money because he's a very, very busy man indeed. If you're wondering what he does, well, are you going to put your name on a grain of rice and put it into one of those? into a bracelet, or it can go on a pendant. And of course that name can be your mother's name, your father's name, your name, your cat's name, your dog names, absolutely anybody's name. In fact, the record he has is 27 letters on a grain of rice. Or should I rephrase that? They tried that and it got down to 12. It got down to, say that again?
I think it was Chi Chong, Wan Hi Wu Yang, Van Gon Li.
There you go. Or to you and me, a number 16, a 15 and a 12. Thanks, Constantinos. An absolute star. Stick with us, more hair braiding going on. That's Jenny the best. Possibly the greatest hair braider in the world. Always busy, and she's always got a queue of people waiting to have the life braid out of her. Over here we've got Captain Chris and we've got our lawyer Saba, but they've got another Gumbaru with them. He happens to be in the police force, so we're not allowed to film him today. Now, over here we've got one of our favourite stars, one of the greatest artists in the world, and his name is Mr. Hector. You all right, Mr. Hector? Good? There he is. He's drawing the life out of someone, that's for sure. Portraits, caricatures, very talented man, went to art college and then continued, and he's been an artist now for more than 30 years. Final one on the Cape of Paphos Harbour is Miss Lena. Again, one of the greatest braiders in downtown Cape of Paphos. Cross her hand with a bit of silver and she's going to braid the life out of you. Over here we've got one of the Ocean Vision promoters, and she is a Gumbaru of ours. There she is. Good evening. You all right? So today she's promoting the Ocean Vision Big Bird. Look at that. And tomorrow it's the Blue Lagoon. And if you're wondering what they are all part of the Paphos Seacruises.com. And there's all sorts of boats in their arsenal, from smaller private charter boats to the big boy, which is the Ocean Vision. And the Ocean Vision, if you look out into the ocean right now, just over there, you can see some lights all the way out yonder. And it's set out on its evening cruise. It departs the harbour around about 7 o'clock at night, comes back at about 11:15. Tuesday, Friday and Saturday, fireworks, all the food you can eat, all the drink that you can drink, and it's only €75 a pop. If you're a littly, it's only €39, but don't worry about it, your mum and dad will be paying anyway. So Grisivy LaBouffe is having a chat with the lady. Stick with us. Thank you very much. We will continue on our trap and we will get down to what's called the wooden kiosk. So this is the final part of the downtown Cape of Paphos Promenade. So it's now time for a very good goodbye, and we're going to show you as the Zorky comes back in, because there it is, just coming in from its last voyage of the day. That's the Zorky boat coming in. A semi-submersible glass bottom boat, €25 a pop. Off you go for a couple of hours and you get to see turtles and whatever else is lurking in the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. Grisivy LaBouffe.
I would like to tell you many thanks for watching. We are loving you to bits, and please don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Of course, if you do like what you see, you know what to do. Hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of our madness. I've just found two friends sitting on a bench. There we go. And Miss Sophia was getting very excited because she thought that we hadn't seen her. There she is.
Very nice.
Thank you and good night.